Depression is real, guys. Depression is real. Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Debbie Blossom, like you already know. And if you're new, if you are actually new, welcome as well, and thank you for stopping by. If you haven't subscribed, please guys make sure to subscribe down below, and also make sure to check my previous videos and stay tuned. All right guys, so today I'm going to be sharing something I felt like is very important to talk about, because it's something I've been through, something, it's a place I've been to, and I feel like it's always better when we talk out of experience, in as much as I do not want to learn out of experience. Like, I want to learn reading, seeing, and everything. Sometimes experiences hurt. But yes guys, stay tuned with me, and please stay glued to this. Do not move nowhere. All right guys, let's head into this. Okay, so basically, oh my god, basically, all right, so guys, a while ago I had to deal with depression. I had to deal with sadness firsthand, and so here basically I'm not going to go into details what all the things that led to it, but I'm going to just brush over it and give some few tips on how to manage yourself through stuff like this. Because actually guys, life will throw you a whole lot. Life will throw you a whole lot. Sometimes the problems we build by ourselves. Sometimes life happens. But you guys stay tuned while I take you through this. Okay, so basically a while ago, I was dealing with the whole stress of getting into nursing school, the stress of applying, the stress of just basically getting this out of my way, because I felt like I had wasted so many times or so many years already waiting for this opportunity, and that really hit me hard. So even at work, I wasn't functioning right. I stopped doing the things I loved. I'd rather stay in my room, lock myself up, and be there for days without even stepping out. And actually I just noticed I was hurting the people around me and not just myself. All right, so what I actually learned to do, because I asked myself, what could I do to get out of this? Because it was not beautiful at all. It was not fun. It didn't feel good. It didn't look good. My room would always look so messy, because all I just wanted to do was just lie down there, eat, and think about whatever it was that was bothering me at the time. And so that was one of it. Having to deal with heartbreak, that is the story for another day. Having to deal with my own self expectations. Like, I did not have pressures that much from like the external forces. It was mostly from myself, how I had to deal with that too. And it was so hard, but yes, I made it guys. I made it, and that's why I'm here to share with you. And I feel you can also do the same. Come out of whatever it is that's bothering you and help somebody else. All right, so I actually wrote down some points, because I had to make research or do a research on how to get out of this, because it was really draining. So basically what I actually first of all told myself was, you have to love yourself enough to know that you're doing good. You have to love yourself enough to know that you're not where you used to be, like years, like even 2 years ago. You have to love yourself enough to know that whatever people have to say is what they think and not necessarily what defines you. So I told myself, girl, you got to validate yourself. Yes. So that I did, because sometimes I felt like I had a lot of people around me, but I still felt unloved, because I felt like nobody was really feeling my pains. You know what I'm saying? Like the innermost pains. But yes guys, so you have to validate yourself, one. And two, I learned to focus on the problems and on the solutions and not the problem. So what I did was, every day I wake up, I ask myself, what am I going to do with myself? What am I going to do with my life? So basically I take up notes. I start reading books. I start, going online and, browsing here and there, how to come out of depression, how to help yourself, stay sane, and stuff like that. It was so hard. So I had to do all of those. And so basically I came up with the with that, I mean, it's something you probably have heard before, but I had to tell myself like, yo, I have to focus on finding a solution and not just, you know, the problem. And the problems were so much at the time, you know, relationship stuff, self-expectation hitting you hard, you know, reality hitting you hard and stuff like that. So I actually had to do something. And then also I learned to not focus on the past. I just had to learn to move on. Like when I was taking my test for my nursing entrance exam, my first attempt was horrible, guys. Horrible. I mean, because I felt I had this, I could just go in there and do it. And so when I came out of the exam hall, I was like, and when I saw my result, I'm sorry, but that really broke me, and I was like so devastated and so stressed out. So I kept, you know, beating myself up for that reason, instead of me to start studying to get, you know, a better result, right? That's what you're supposed to do. Focus on, you know, like finding a solution, focus on moving forward. So, but for me, I was, you know, just there thinking of, oh, I'm not good enough, I didn't do so well. I was just, you know, blaming myself for everything. And so stop the blame game and start looking for solutions, because that's what I did, or that was what I did, and look at me today. You know what I'm saying? So guys, you have to focus on, you know, focus on moving forward, focus on the future and not the past. Whatever had happened. You know, life happens, right? And then you have to focus on, you know, on the right questions. You have to ask yourself the right questions, not why me. Like, you're not the only person that has gone through this, sweetheart. So instead of asking yourself, why me? Why does it feel like I'm not good enough? Why does it feel like this and that? And even especially when I had to go through my, you know, the whole relationship shit, I kept asking myself like, oh, probably I didn't do this right. I didn't do that right. Was it about me? What did I do? What did I do? What did I do? How about what did they do? How about, okay, what is next? You know, how about, you know, just more positive questions and not negative questions that are going to pin you down instead of help you grow. So I learned to not, you know, question myself, put the blames on myself. I just had to tell myself, yo, whatever happened, and I have to move on. And another thing also that I did was I had to take a step. Like, to be honest, I had to quit my job. It was that hard. So that was me. You know, taking a step backward could, you know, could translate to different things to different people. But for me, I had to quit my job. I just stayed back at home for about 2 months to, you know, recollect myself. So for you, it could just take a deep breath and, you know, and just chill. Don't overwhelm yourself with whatever it is that is going on around you. Do not overwhelm yourself, because when you try to correct whatever it is, you know, instantly, it can actually break you, because at that point you're not probably thinking right. So for me, I just took a step back and I told myself, okay, this 2 months I'm going to do better. I'm going to better myself, you know, like all around, financially, mentally, and everything. And guys, it worked. It did work amazing for me. So taking a step back could be anything else for you guys. It could just be you just, you know, relaxing, taking yourself out like for some sort of like short vacation or something like that. Just do something different, you know. And also you have to talk to someone you know you can trust. For me, my mom was the person I always called when I felt like I needed to talk to someone. I called my mom and I literally just break down on the phone and stuff like that. So it actually helped me release that stress, instead of just sitting there and crying and questioning my existence and stuff like that. So you have to talk to someone. And now, another thing I actually learned through all of this is, what did I gain from this? What lesson did I gain from this? You have to, you know, reflect on whatever it is that had happened and ask yourself, what am I getting from this? What lesson am I holding on to? And for me, I actually, instead of just looking at it to pick out, you know, errors or points or whatever it is to actually blackmail whoever had hurt me or anything, I just sat down and I told myself, I'm taking a lesson out of this. And I actually did. I was like, oh, if you prepare better, you would do better. So basically I had to study more. That's all I needed to do. For relationship, when you love yourself more, you understand your worth, then you will not settle for just anything. I had to tell myself that. I had to learn that again in that experience, and that's what I took out for myself. You know what I'm saying? So you have to just look at it and like ask yourself, what am I gaining out of this? And trust me guys, it works. But to be honest, it's not just going to happen like rapidly. All you need is time. Give yourself that time to heal. Take your time, you know, talk to who you think would listen to you and will be there for you genuinely. Think about the people around you, girl. Like, people actually, you know, look up to you. People actually love you genuinely. So just think about those people. If you hurt yourself, you know, how would they feel? You know? So all of that you just got to put together, and trust me, you will be a better person for yourself. Look at me sitting in front of you. If I did not open my mouth to tell you I went through stuff like that, you will not know. Like, you will not know. So basically guys, you have to love yourself. Love yourself, put yourself first. Focus on the solution, not the problem. Focus on moving forward and not, you know, staying in the past. And guys, you would be fine. All right? You know, I just thought I'd share that with you. And you guys stay tuned, because I'm going to be bringing more of this, like, personal things that I feel can actually help someone else out there. All right guys, if you haven't subscribed, please make sure to do that. Thank you guys. See you on my next video.